Hi Metalheads, willkommen zu Metalheads Forever, schon Nummer 963 am 1.10.2025. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid zur ersten Show im Oktober. Das wird wieder ein knallharter Monat mit vielen guten Interviews und wir fangen gleich an mit einer Double Feature Show und zwar beide Bands aus Schweden. Jawohl. Und wir sagen erstmal deutsche Hand. Deutsche fangen an, genau wie gestern mit Rose Vista, geht heute mit deutschen Band los, mit Rage und zwar der neueste Song Fire in Your Eyes. Hier sind Rage, Let the Madness Begin. Das war Fire in Your Eyes, das war ein Rage. So, liebe Freunde, und jetzt erstmal Soundtrack mit dem allerneuesten Video von Soul Syndicate, Rise Like a Phoenix.
I woke up by your side.
And I'm very happy to have 4 guests from Soul Syndicate: Gus, Jonas, Katja, and Fred. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to beautiful Sweden. You are in Sweden. I am in the Philippines. So how is the weather? Here is hot. How is it in Sweden?
It's okay. It's about 20 degrees. The sun is shining, but it's not as hot as where you are.
Yeah. This show is recorded on August 10th. So just to let you know. And we'll be out in September. So we have always the same. Before we talk about your fantastic album, your fantastic albums and EPs, we have a round trip through your history, through your music. Of course, our friends from El Puerto Records, they have a good hand in bands. And we talk about the new album, of course. But before we do this, I will always want to know how you became a metalhead. This is always my first question. I never will change this because I want to know how everything started in your life. And of course, we are gentlemen. Gentlemen, you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
That means ladies first. Katja, you are the keyboards and vocals. Katja.
Yes.
Give me your story. Was the first question, was instrument first or was music first in your life? Like the records or the CDs?
Instrument first. I started really young, playing piano, and then I continued. So now I'm a piano teacher. So that is my main thing. And music also. It's a very big thing for me. I like everything, classical, metal. I don't even zappa.
So I'm guessing because when I have so many Swedish bands already, there's always three bands actually always, like influence like ABBA, of course, Europe, of course, a Roxette. This 3 actually, because it's the legendary band, was one of these 3 bands kind of influence for you?
Roxette, yes.
Roxette, here we go.
Yeah, I remember having a small cassette with Joyride in my.
And I said this so many times in my show. Even in the hard rock world, Roxette was accepted. This is because they have something. I remember very well when I heard the look the very first time in the 80s. It was kind of cool, it was pop, but it was cool. And because good, it's like ABBA is the same. ABBA has very, very good compositions, and the same happens with Roxette. And of course, the voice.
Yes.
Marie was sensational. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in love with Marie, because when Roxette was famous in Brazil, beginning of the 90s, so I was like a teenager, 11, 12 years old, and she was so beautiful, so pretty, and singing those high notes, and but at the same time, I felt that was something special about her because she had a video clip, the band had a video clip, and she was like barefoot without shoes. Mm-hmm. And for me, that was like, what? A woman without shoes in a music video.
Yeah. I have a good example nowadays. Look at Pantera. He's also barefoot, no shoes on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Fred.
Yeah.
I think you actually started already. So was drums first or was music first?
For me, it was music first. My family was very religious, so I started like singing in church in chorals when I was like 6 years old, and after that came music. But I remember when I was around 10, 11 years old, one sibling of mine was like doing a drum solo in an empty church. So it was just me, him, and the drums, and I got amazed about the sound of the drums, the energy, and I thought, okay, that's what I want to do. And after that, I just don't stop to play. So yeah.
What band was it?
We were listening a lot of Petra in that period. So it's like a white metal band. Yeah, and there was like a recording from the 80s live gig with drum solos, Lloyd Weaver in the drums, and I was just amazed by that. So after that,
I must say, as a metalhead from the 80s, for me, the best drum sounds was in the 80s.
Yeah,
I love this reverb. This was amazing. Even the early 90s was also so cool. A lot of reverb in the toms, in the snare. I love this. This. I hated that try sound. I hate it. This is not metal for me. But this is nowadays is maybe the style. But so okay. So I would say we go to Mr. Jonas. Jonas, guitar and vocals.
Right.
Give me your story. Same
My
question.
story. Yeah.
Music first or instrument first?
Music first.
So.
Absolutely. I have a 5-year older brother, and he brought me the Kiss Alive 2 album for Christmas when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11 or something, and I was totally blown away. I loved the energy, I loved the looks, I loved the tongue and everything, the drooling of blood. And from
it was my first Kiss album as well.
Yeah,
Alive too.
Such a great live album, and I was so hooked by the energy and the guitars and everything. And from that moment on, I was hooked by the music. And actually, when I got that album, I started playing guitar, so it was very close to the music experience to the guitar playing. It came quite.
Great question was Paul Stanley guitar was more Ace Frehley?
What do you say?
Was more Ace Frehley or was the guitar more Paul Stanley when you start with guitar and you have Kiss?
Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley, okay.
Yeah. Of course.
Cool. Yeah, I love this album too. I Stole Your Love was my favorite on the album. Christine 16, wow. Cool song.
Fantastic song. Yeah.
Great. It's still one of my all-time favorites is I Stole Your Love. It's an absolute cool song.
Yep.
Yeah. I even like it more than Love Gun, for example. Even this is a more famous song, but I think I Stole Your Love was a great track. Yeah. So cool. So we have a lot of mixed styles here in the band. So we come to the bass, Gus.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, for me it was also a start with the music. In the 80s I was into radio pop, like Alphaville or whatever was on. But then in the 90s I had some new friends that were very cool, rehearsing and playing in bands, and then they introduced me to all the good stuff, like I would say Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Pantera, as you mentioned, Megadeth, a lot of these bands, Metallica, of course. So then I started playing guitar as well. With these.
There's always one person who changed a life,
Yeah.
Like I changed the life of my former drummer he passed away already. My dear friend Tommy, he was a Ultra Fox and Duran Duran fan. When I came the first time to his room, it was everything full of Ultra Fox and Duran Duran, and I say, what the fuck is this here? I said, we do Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Motley Crue. And so yeah. And then later he became a Dream Theater and Halloween fan, and everything would change. All posters down and Halloween and Dream Theater. And so I was the person who changed his life. So your friend changed your life, because if he would the same style, maybe you never play hard rock.
Exactly.
So when was that actually? Because I see your history goes way back. I see that there are songs 8 years ago and something like this. Who started the show? The band Soul Syndicate.
I started the band.
Okay.
In 2015, I think. I've been playing rock music for all my life. I've had several bands when I was younger, but then I started a country band. And we had some success, but I really missed the heavy music, writing heavy music, playing heavy music. So I decided I need a band. So I started a band by myself, and I talked to the drummer, and then I found Gus, and we are the two only original members still in the band. So there's been some changes, but in 2015 we started Soul Syndicate.
All right, and we hear later we have something from the very first EP, but now we dive in. The next one will be Brave Enough from the Into the Flames album. We listen first, or we watch first the video, and then somebody gives me the story, okay? And here is Brave Enough. This was Brave Enough from the Into the Flames album. So, who gives me a story to this song? There must be a backstory. Or who writes the lyrics in the band?
I write the lyrics in the band.
All right, so you're the right person to ask.
I can try. I can give it a try. It was some time ago, but brave enough was Katja had joined the band, and I wanted to write a heavy song where the piano is very potent. So the song starts off with a nice piano melody, and then the guitars and the bass and the drums kicks in, and it's a heavy song. And lyric-wise, that song, is about, are you brave enough to say what you think, to do something that can change the world, to step in if something is wrong? Because a lot of people use internet or Facebook or Instagram to speak, to write what they think, but are you brave enough to really do something, stand up for the little guy or make a change? So that's basically what the song is about.
Into the Flames. This was right after. So I guess you wrote this album during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Has it something to do with? Do you choose this title because we are in the flames, or we are the world is on fire, or something like this? Has this a deeper meaning?
Yeah, the world was on fire before the COVID, but it really made some of the songs was very influenced by the COVID. One of the songs on the album is called "Have You Heard It All Before?" and it's basically a song about the state of the world back in 2020. So yeah, it was influenced.
Yeah, all right. I like the logo with this 3705 or 5073. Just like the soul. This is a good idea. I like this. Deeper meaning, or it fits because it looks like a 2 and a 0. O and an L and an E. Is this or has some deeper meaning?
We will not tell you.
Oh, here we go. We have secrets in the house here. All right. Okay, this was cool. I would say, and Brave Enough is a cool song. And I would say we go right now to the beautiful song Love Is Only from the new album The Reckoning. And here is Love Is Only. This was Love Is Only. Great song. Love it. And I guess you are the one to ask again about the lyrics.
Yes, I am. And this is the most personal song I think I've written for this band, because it's a song about breaking up, finding new ways in life, leaving something behind. And I come from a breakup with my wife for 25 years, and I needed to get all the emotions in my body out on paper. And I wrote the song. And this is one of the songs where I wrote the lyrics first, and then I put the music. That's very rare for me. I have a riff or I have a melody, and then I compose the lyrics. But this time around, it was the lyrics first. And first of all, I thought, oh, this is a song for Soul Syndicate, but something is missing. And then I thought, Katja can actually sing really, really well, because she's a backing vocalist in the band. So I told her, do you want to make this into a duet? And she said, yes! And it made the song even stronger, when two people are singing these quite intense lyrics together. It gives it a much richer meaning.
Of course. This is also fantastic artwork. The Reckoning. Give me the story to this idea. The world is still burning, or there is something growing up. There's a hope, something like this, or what is the idea behind this?
Yeah, this is the cover is made by a very talented artist Jonas Beyer here, living close to us here, a friend of ours, and I think you are into the correct interpretation of this album cover. The world is in a distant way burning, but we wanted to have some kind of, after all this, burning the world with Into the Flames and the Last Days of Eden with this dystopia covers, we wanted to have something positive, like something is growing. There is a new hope. So I think that summons this the idea for the cover, I would say. And I think
like this.
They did a fantastic work. So
I like this idea. And maybe in the third album there is no flames anymore. Maybe it's already now a big tree or something like this. Like it's a progress. And I like this. So the burns, the flames are less now. It's more in a blurry, Maybe there is a good outcome out of this. Maybe you never know, But I like this. Very, very cool. Yeah, and I love the song as well. And yeah, it's a fact that sadness writes the most beautiful songs. Happens to me and happens to many. Yeah.
All right. Or frustration or anger or stuff like that makes me write music.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I would say, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go right to the beginning, because the beginning of Soul Syndicate was an EP. And of course, we have more songs prepared today, and we chose one of this, and this will be And the Truth Will Set You Free. We listen first, and then we see also the artwork and hopefully get a story. Here it is, And the Truth Will Set You Free. Yes, and the truth will set you free. That is actually wise man says, you know.
Yeah, right. Well, I wrote this song as well. I think we collaborated a bit on it. You wrote some parts.
Yeah, I wrote one of the heavier riffs,
Yeah.
I believe, coming from, you know, the Pantera background. But the basic idea and all the melodies is from you. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the most. It's probably our most popular song to this date. I hope that will change very soon. But the song is also, you know, a bit about the hypocrisy in religion. I mean, I'm not saying religion is all bad, but sometimes people use religion as a means of power and trying to push people to do things that will gain them. When they use religion as a means to war or to empower people, that is something that I'm not very fond of. So I wrote a song about it, you know. So it's a kind of critical religious song, actually.
I always ask the same question: how you got inspired to write lyrics? Is it in the daily life? Is it experience? Because the older we get, the more experience we have, and the more stories we can write. Or what moves you to write down your thoughts?
Many things, actually. Things that I experience myself in my personal life, things that I see on the news. And sometimes, you know, I can write like a rock poetry as well, have some beers with the guys in the bar and stuff like that. But mostly my lyrics are kind of serious and critical in some point. And it's things that I experience, things I read, things I see. There will probably be the next album will probably be called Trump or something, because I'm kind of irritated with that douchebag right now. But
Well,
yeah, things that I see on TV, things that I read, things that happens in the world. That's what makes me write lyrics.
yeah. So explain this here. What's going on here? Is this the new world we are in with all the Instagram stuff like this, or what is this?
Well, this is the beginning of the dystopia that we have these albums. There's a war outside, and she's busy taking selfies. That's a bit where we are right now. People bury their heads in the sand because they don't want to accept what's happening. That could be politics, it could be environment. Yeah, we just keep on living our lives like nothing is happening outside.
Yeah.
Trying to make more money when we should maybe invest in the world.
Yeah.
Last Days of Eden.
The last of Days of Eden is the beginning of the dystopian period of the albums. You know, there's a war outside the window, and she's occupied taking.
So this album, the last Days of Eden. How long was in the making? How long you work on this? So you formed the band 2015.
Yeah, and before that, we released an album by ourselves. We didn't have a record label or something, and we did not know what Soul Syndicate was. So that album was really pop, metal, rock. I don't know. So this is the first album that we had with a proper record label, and we kind of got to know each other, knowing what we wanted to sound like, even if that album also is kind of all over the place. But I think that album made Soul Syndicate sound like we sound today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started to find our sound and also our voice. I think Jonas' voice, that is going forward, where we wanted to be in what segment of the musical genres. So I think that was the real start.
Mm.
And I like the heavy style of Jonas. I like the aggressive style. I like this. It's cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I would say we have one more from the Into the Flames album, and this is Count to Zero. We watch first, give me the story, and then we come to the last song. But first, we hear and see Count to Zero. count to 0. I count from 0 to 1. So up to you now. Give me the story. What is the story?
The song, this is actually, where I wrote the riff, the intro riff. I just sat with my guitar and I wrote that harmonic riff, and I thought, oh, this could be cool. I did some demo version of it, like I always do. I do a demo version. I send it to Gus and to Kat and to Fred, and they contribute with their stuff. That's how we write songs in the band. We are very digital these days. Lyric-wise, Count to 0 is also about, everything is happening faster. The days are shorter. The year is just spinning on as we get older, and the tempo is going up. And sooner or later, the clock will say, and we're either you die or you get a cancer. Something happened with your life, and before that you need to focus on what can I do this day that makes me feel good, that makes my friends feel good. We need to value our lives a bit, because the clock is ticking down fast as hell these days.
And the older you get, the more you are aware of this. The older
Absolutely.
we get, so many people dying around us, and this is it's true. This is what is my opinion. The most important is the health and the time. The time is so time is against us, actually. So use the time now. Now is the time to use the time and cherish the time, because you don't know what's coming and what was already. So yeah, I agree. Absolute cool.
Yeah.
So before we talk about the last song, The Voice Inside, we need a picture to give the people. Luckily, we have a woman, something beautiful in the house, and not only we, 4 active fuckers. And action. You make something with, and I press the button. Give me some action. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Cool. Yeah. This is cool. So before we talk about the song, what is in the pipeline for the band? What's going on? Are you on the road, festivals, promoting the album?
Yeah, all of that. We are releasing the album, promoting the album. We have shows booked, and we are right now, today actually, rehearsing to make the live show as explosive and vivid as possible. So we are rehearsing and preparing for the year to come, where we want to go out and play as much as we want in Sweden, in Scandinavia, in Europe, in wherever we can.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right now we are planning with Scream for Existence and El Puerto for maybe a European tour for next year. So we are looking for a booking agency that can fetch us some festivals and make it possible to tour for next year in Europe. So that's a plan. And for 2027, yeah, I think we are targeting South America, maybe touring there. So that's a plan, is something that we are working on. But right now it's our show. So we are building the Reckoning show for people. And I think everyone will enjoy it. That's the best phase of the band, the best album ever that we did together. Jonas is an amazing songwriter.
Absolutely, I agree. And I know when El Puerto signs bands, this is not one bad band so far, when we have many bands of the label the last 4.5 years. And this brings me to my thank you to Matt Bischoff for the introduction. He's the guy who wrote to me, hey, what about our new bands? Of course, I listened. Yeah, of course. So, and I want to say thank you to Elio, your manager, who did a fantastic job. Very, very friendly. The conversation, very friendly. Thank you, Elio. Maybe he's around. One question. are you in a bar, or is this the home bar? Because a lot of classes, it must be somewhere in a restaurant or a bar.
Yeah, I own this hotel and this restaurant and this bar, so we're at my place right now.
All right. So when I come ever to Sweden, I visit you.
You are welcome. I will give you a free drink.
Very good. I don't drink alcohol, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I have so many Swedish friends now through the show that when I ever come to Europe, I have to make a round trip around Europe because so many cool bands. So last song before I let you go, before I let you do the rehearsal, the voice inside. What is the voice inside?
The voice inside is this album. This album is the voice inside. You should listen to this album because we are lost and we need love more than anything. That's the voice inside. We need to stop doing this and start doing this. We need to. I'm sorry.
You should kiss the other side, not the man. I mean, excuse me.
No, but the voice inside is stop.
This will be the first slap in the face. In my show. Poof. What the hell are you doing? Touching me, kissing me in front of the camera. All right. Gus, Jonas, Katja, Fred, thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Great
you.
band. Elberto Records, congratulations to this fantastic band. Ihr da draußen, sorry, I speak a little bit German. Ihr da draußen, danke fürs Zuschauen. Das waren heute wieder 2 geile Bands. Und heute war es beide Bands in Englisch. Aber da müsst ihr durchgehen, Freunde. Aber wir haben einen geilen Soundtrack natürlich. Thank you so much. Here is The Voice Inside, Soul Syndicate. I salute you. All the best to beautiful Sweden. Keep rocking, keep rolling, and stay healthy.
Bye.
Dankeschön. Auf
Cheers.
Wiedersehen.
Can you see the writing on the wall? A trail of death and destruction, and the human race fall. Can you smell it in the air? Can you feel it everywhere? Denial. Will we be the last of our kind? Are we the lost generation? Are we deaf and blind? With fire in the sky, we watch it, you and I, in denial. We are the voice inside. We are genocide. We need love more than anything, 'cause we are lost inside the reckoning. Give us hope, give us anything, and take us home, 'cause it is happening. Can we foresee the future? Or is our greed too blinding? When the skies go falling down, we turn our heads around in denial. We are the voice inside. We are genocide. We need love more than anything, 'cause we are lost inside the reckoning. Give us hope, give us anything, and take us home, 'cause that is happening. Find the missing pieces and the key to move on, and we will break this status quo. 'Cause there is no more time to waste, so hold on. We are the voice inside. We are the fall of man. When we come alive, we are suicide, cyanide, and heroin.
This is Best of Metal, the ultimate blast from the underground. The hottest new videos, the rawest sounds, and the fiercest energy the metal scene has to offer. Every Monday night, when the clock strikes 8 p.m., it's time to unleash the beast. Hosted by your commander of chaos, Ritchie Newton. Turn it up, bang your head, and feel the pulse of real metal.
Ja, liebe Freunde, ich hoffe, ihr seid dabei geblieben. Jetzt sind wir im zweiten Teil der Sendung. Eine weitere Band aus Schweden. Hier sind Cowherence und mit dem neuesten Song Nevermore und dann auch gleich im Interview. And now welcome to the show, all the way from beautiful Gothenburg, Sweden. Here is Carl and Matthias. Hello, everybody.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Greetings to Sweden from the Philippines. How cool is this?
Really cool.
That's the new technology. Absolutely cool. Yeah, thanks. Before we start, I have to say thank you to my friend Os, who asked me nicely, hey, I have here a band. What do you think you can bring them in? Of course. Os, if you're watching this, I greet you, my friend. And so, Cowherence, cool band. Unfortunately, no beautiful woman today here. You have a nice looking singer, but she's unfortunately not here tonight. So it's only we three. No problem. It's something for the girls today. So, You both are guitar players, right?
Yes, that's true.
And this is the first question. Before we talk about, we just heard Nevermore. Great song. I like it. Cool.
Thank you so much.
This will be the kick-out song for you guys. So we not talk now. And then we have some songs from the new album, a little bit from the other albums. But the first question this will be always the first question. How start everything in your life? What was the first band, or was an instrument first in music when you discovered music? I guess you are in the early 30s. I'm right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
So you grew up in the late 90s, beginning of the new millennium, I guess.
Yeah.
So what was first? Was the music first, or was the instrument first? What brought you to rock and roll? Carl, we start with you.
For me, it was the music first. When I was really young, my dad was very much into music and into metal music. So even though I'm born in the 90s, my early music taste is mainly from the 80s. So Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, those sort of bands.
That's my one. Your dad brought you this. Your dad was a metalhead, or is a metalhead, hopefully alive.
Yes, he's still alive, and we still go to concerts together. So it's really nice.
That's the best one.
So
what's your dad's name?
Peter.
Tell Peter I will name him and greet him. He must watch the show. Peter, I greet you. That is the best one. That is cool. Well, what can I say? That's the cool dad ever. And I said this 1,000 times already. The most metalheads are influenced by the record collection or the music taste of the dads. Dads are responsible that we have so many great metalheads. And today we have great metalheads from Sweden. So, Carl, Iron Maiden, was this actually is this actually your role model? Is this your idol? Dave Murray or Adrian Smith or Yannick Gears?
I love all three of them. I think all three are amazing guitar players. But my first really guitar hero was actually Kirk Hammett of Metallica.
Yeah, here you go.
After Iron Maiden, I started listening a lot to thrash metal as well, like the early Bay Area thrash. So a lot of Metallica, then into Slayer. I really like that heavier kind of guitar riffing.
Okay. Make your microphone a little bit louder. Okay, Kirk Hammett. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong. That's cool. And maybe because I checked ChatGPT about your band, and there's a lot of influences in it, and so I was thinking, okay, this will be cool today.
So started playing. I was very much inspired by Kirk Hammett and his guitar playing, but then I moved on, finding more and more the rhythm section, the rhythm guitar. So when I really found the Gothenburg sound, bands like In Flames and also American bands playing metalcore like Killswitch Engage and Trivium, that was the sort of guitar style that really found me.
Cool.
So I would say today I'm more of a rhythm guitar player. Of course, James
Matthias is the fiddler. Matthias is the fiddle guy, or what?
Exactly.
Actually, I think we both do equally, like 50-50 on everything. And actually, I think Carl is taking more of the solos parts later days now. So he's definitely in the solo zone as well.
So, Matthias, that is your turn. Instrument first or music first?
Well, my father was very influential for me, and
what is his name?
Mats.
Mats.
Yes.
Tell Daddy, you must watch because you get greeted in the show. Mats, greetings, Peter and Mats. That is cool. And both of them, they're coming to your shows?
Yeah,
they are.
That's
they are.
Cool.
They really want to.
Daddies.
Yeah. He wants to come to all the shows to show the support. And
your influence. I see we have a little bit delay and Matthias?
Yeah, I think I had some problems with the internet connection.
So maybe we let Carl do the talking the most, but we can see you. What was your influence? So we have Kirk Hammett, we have Iron Maiden. What was your introduction to rock and roll?
My first introduction was actually Queen and Deep Purple. And later on, after millennia, I was introduced to more like the heavy metal and death metal, like Shimmer of Bodom, In Flames, Soulwork, all kinds of metal.
So Queen and Deep Purple as the band, the music, or Richie Blackmore and Brian May.
Actually, I'm more like a Brian May guy.
Okay.
I like his broad styles of sounds and in playing as well. So it's more influential for me.
So this was a short introduction from you both. And what is your singer's name?
Lisa.
Lisa. What is her influence?
And I think she grew up listening a lot to also different type of music, but now I've forgotten the name. Sorry.
More the female fronted.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So sorry, just got a brain freeze. Just forgot all of the band names now.
If she's watching the show, and the chat is open, so she can write in the chat. It's always cool if the musicians are online, and can say, "Oh, I love this." So it's a connection, Okay.
But I think I remember sometimes. Like for example, I know many of us, many fans compares to Evanescence because I know that's a band that she has been listening to.
That's what I see here
Hailstorm.
on Hailstorm. Yes. I see here. What was this? Avenged, Sevenfold, Hailstorm, Killswitch, Evanescence, In Flames, that's and so for all who say what is it's Cowherence is here's in ChatGPT, I don't know if everything right, but it says alternative metal, melodic metalcore, heavy metal. So for everybody a little bit, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I think we come from quite different musical backgrounds. I mean, we have listened from everything to pop music to death metal and like everything in between. So we're trying to bring a little bit of all of that into the songs. I mean, not necessarily that we plan it, but I think that's just how the way things goes when you write. You don't know where that melody comes from. It's just there in your head.
Is it still finding? Like the band finds the style slowly from album to album, or so? Oh, now we are already on the right track. You started with EP, then Silhouette 2022, Daydream 2025, and today we listen more to Daydream, to the album, and now we would say we listen first to the next. This is an animated cover. I help out a little bit. This is Empty Road, and I would say we listen first, and then you tell me the little story to Empty Road. Okay? Here's Empty Road.
That's usually how it works. I mean, we share the writing, all of us in the band. So usually we tend to write like on our own. Like we'd like to come up with some sort of an idea before we bring it to the rehearsal space, and then we send it around so we can improve on it and like make a song out of it. So usually, some of us start writing the song, and then Lisa writes the lyrics and also the singing melodies. Sometimes I like to write melodies as well, but I can only express myself on the guitar. I'm a terrible piano player. I'm a terrible singer. So I will leave that to the people who can play and sing instead. But sometimes I play these melodies and I say to Lisa, okay, if you want to sing these, that would be awesome. Otherwise, let's keep it on the guitar or another instrument.
You start with a working title and say, okay, here is the melody. Find the what moves you. Maybe you have to like Empty Road. What do you mean with Empty Road?
The Empty Road is a bit special because I don't think many people know this, but we celebrate 5 years as a band this year. And 2 years ago, Matthias joined us. So Empty Road is the first song that he wrote. So he wrote it almost all by himself. I think basically Lisa added some lyrics and like the vocal harmonies. But other than that, it was a quite complete song from Matthias. So it was very nice.
Yeah.
But when you write songs, what comes first? The chorus, the verse, the riff? What is?
It's different from all of us, but for me, usually it's the riff. I sit at home, practice the guitar, maybe not as like planned as it should be. So I start playing other things and just, that riff was cool. Maybe I can make a song out of that. And then sometimes it's the chorus, sometimes it's just a verse, or sometimes I just throw it away because
and sometimes it's a jam session as well, that you jam with the band and suddenly comes like a riffing from just came back from a bathroom and somebody has a riff and then that sounds cool and a song starts like this, I guess.
That could happen, but actually quite seldom. I think we just have one example of that in all of our songs. That's the opening track, Remorse, from the album. But I think all other songs are actually starting in someone's bedroom, just writing on their own.
I just mentioned with the bathroom because it happens to me because I only write in the head. I sing something because I played drums before, but I'm a composer since 45 years now, and I remember this when I was just in a port. I went to the bathroom and take a leak, and suddenly I had a riff down, this sound, and I ran back to the guitar. Hey, play this, and he plays. No, like this. Yeah, this sounds good. That won't be a song.
And that would be amazing. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I have to have the guitar and try things. I can never hear them beforehand, what they will sound like. I have to try and fail, and sometimes you succeed.
Yeah, that's mean you have to sing when you go and have a piss. Sing. Suddenly you have to riff. All right.
I should try that.
This was Empty Road, and we go to the next one. This is a video, and this is Follow Me. And it would say, here we go.
You're
This was Follow Me. Cool video.
Thank you.
Once again, you always tells me a little story about how this come together, who had the idea.
So Follow Me is actually one of the absolute first songs we wrote. So when we started playing together, we mostly played cover songs and things just to get to know each other. But Follow Me was a song that I started working on like in my bedroom, like we talked about before. So it started with the intro riff, and then like more and more themes came along. And when I finally wrote the chorus just on the guitar, but I found, okay, maybe I have something here that could be a song. So I presented it to the band, and we together started working on it, like rewriting parts. Since this was the absolute first song, I mean, we had all the time in the world to try and iterate on it and make it better and better. But we are extremely happy with how that turned out.
Cool. So we have to talk about the cover. I have the cover here. Explanation to the cover.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. We liked something like through the years where we have created mostly our own covers. So Lisa has made most of them. So we have found these icons that are like turning into our image, basically. So the sea and also the moon and roses are some features that are often in our imagery. But for the album, we felt like we wanted like maybe someone external to do. So we hired an artist to help us and to create this all together. So we didn't give them much to go on, just that we wanted a moon and a rose somewhere, and they just ran with it. And we were so happy when this came back. I think this was maybe the second iteration or something. So we just felt that it fit the music and lyrics.
I like this Sin City style, you know. It's like it's black and white, but with some red roses, you know, and it's cool. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're very happy with it.
From the album Daydream, and there's another one, Escape. You choose actually the songs, and listen first with your help, with my help. Here is Escape, and here we go.
Vanishing with time.
So this track is actually from Johan, so our bass player. So showing even more of our wide spectrum of songs. So like we have talked about before, maybe I'm a little more of a Gothenburg sound when I write music, and Marcus has his way with the darker, maybe darker tones and so. But Johan, he really good music writer. So in this song, we play around a little bit with different time signatures. So some people have noticed the 5/4 time signature that suddenly comes in. So it's a really cool song. We didn't know how it would play out when we tried it live, but it went fantastically. Like going between the clean, softer sides of the song, but also into the more heavy. So it worked really well.
Very, very cool. So before we talk about the last song again, Nevermore, what is in the pipeline? So the album came out when? So 2025. Are you touring now, or are you promoting the album? What's going on? We are now the last couple of months before the 2026. What's going on in the world of Cowherence?
We're trying to promote the album. We're not touring at the moment. Our daily schedule doesn't really allow for a tour. We're looking into playing some gigs here and there, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, we're always trying to write more music and to see, our heads are already, okay, but what's the next step? What will we release next? But for right now, we're looking into playing live more.
Okay. So Nevermore, the last song, something special about Nevermore? Why you choose this as a single and a video?
We felt like the sound, which was a really highly energetic song. So it was easy to just jump to or sing along to, or not so much to say, just an energetic song.
Absolutely, I love this. I remember when Oz sent me the email and asked about the interview, the first one what I checked out was YouTube, and yes, and I wrote him immediately back, yes, definitely, I love it. It's cool. It's nice. Carl, Matthias, unfortunately, a little bit with delay, no problem. He was here. That is important. We make a picture. We need a picture. And I press the button. You make some signs, and I press the button. Okay? Action.
Should we do it now? Or should...
Yeah. If you want. Come closer, baby, because you have really internet problem. And action. All right, gentlemen, it was an honor once again. My friend Oz, thank you to introduce me to the band. Peter and Mats, what was your father?
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Peter and Mats.
Greetings, and hopefully you have a good time. And ihr da draußen, holt euch die Scheibe. Super coole Musik aus Gothenburg Rock. Gothenburg sound. That's cool. So I learned something today. Thank you so much, Carl and Matthias and Lisa and the rest of the gang. Cheers. And here is Nevermore. And I say thank you and bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you.
Diese Show wurde euch präsentiert von Newton Artworks. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you for watching. We salute you.